which lead to the other world, the beautiful, perilous dwelling place of the fairy folk, the She, the people of the mounds. Once upon a time, inside a hill like this, Celtic women were transformed into the wisest creatures in the land. In the other world, wisdom is largely possessed by women, since they are the ones who hold the cup. The queen of the She decided one day to bestow that gift on human women too, and so she sent out an invitation to all the women of the land, asking them to come to her great hall beneath the hill on a certain date and at a certain time. The news was carried on the winds and the waves by the birds and the fish. Even the leaves of the trees whispered of it. Soon women from all over the country began to set out on their journey. Some travelled alone, some came together, and when the appointed day dawned, the doors to the other world opened. The women streamed inside the hill and gasped to find themselves in a beautiful hall which was draped with bright cloths woven from nettles and dyed with the blood of shellfish and the sap of plants. Soft animal skins covered the floors and seats, and a feast was laid out on tables of wood and stone set on plates of pearly shell. A soft green light pervaded the vast hall. When everyone was inside, and the watchers saw no more coracles on the water, no more women climbing up the slope of the hill, the doors to the outside world were closed. Into the hall then came the queen, bearing herself with kindly dignity, her face shining with a strange but lovely light. She carried a large golden cup in her hand, bright with unusual marks and carvings. 8 fairy women followed behind, each carrying a golden flagon of sparkling liquid which they used to continually fill the cup. The queen passed through the hall, offering a drink from the cup to each of the women who was present. The cup held the distilled wisdom of the world through all the ages past, and as each woman drank, she suddenly grew wise and understood many things she had never known before. Some were able to see much, some were able to see little, but every one of them benefited. And then the women feasted, and the next morning they went back out into the world again, filled with the wisdom and knowledge of the other world. Here in Ireland, the other world is as real as any other. This is a landscape steeped in stories, and those stories stalk us still. They have seeped into the bones of this land, and the land offers them back to us. It breathes them into the wind and bleeds them out into streams and rivers. They will not be refused. Before there was the word, there was the land, and it was made and watched over by women. Stories from almost every culture around the world tell us that once upon a time it was so. For many native tribes throughout America, Grandmother Spider continually spins the world into being. For the Andean peoples of South America, Pachamama is the world mother. She sustains all life on earth. In Scotland and Ireland, the Cailleach, the old woman, made, shaped, and protects the land and the wild things on it. And these and other Celtic nations, Danu gave birth to all the other gods and was mother to the people who followed. Women, the creators of life, the bearers of the cup of knowledge and wisdom, personifying the moral and spiritual authority of this fertile green and blue earth. Do you remember those days? Me neither. Other indigenous cultures around the world may still respect and revere the feminine, but we Western women lost control of our stories a long time ago. The story which I was given to carry as a very young child, the story which both defined me and instructed me about the place I occupied in this world, accorded no such significance to women. In this story, woman was an afterthought, created from a man's body for the sole purpose of pleasing him. In this story, the first woman was the cause of all humanity's sufferings. She brought death to the world, not life. She had the audacity to talk to a serpent. Wanting the knowledge and wisdom which had been denied her by a jealous father god, she dared to eat the fruit of a tree. Even worse, she shared the fruit of knowledge and wisdom with her man. So that angry and implacable god cast her and her male companion out of paradise, and decreed that women should be subordinate to men forever afterwards. The stories we tell about the creation of the earth and the origins of humankind show us how our culture views the world, our place in it, and our relationships with the other living things which inhabit it.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.